Alright, welcome back everyone to some more F1 Manager, the Alfa Romeo save. We're heading to Austria this round. There might be a sprint race, I think. Last time out as well, Valtteri Bottas upgraded from 86 to 87 rated. So that is very good to see. Alright, just taking a look at the car analysis here. It's not looking too great. The grid average is much better than our car, so we're in the back. Let's take a look at Williams. We're a little more competitive against the Williams, so that's good to see. What about the Haas? Okay, Haas is much better than us. How is my pit crew exhausted? We are literally relaxing. We're resting for most of the season, right? Or most of the month right now. How are we this tired? What have they done? All right, here we go. It's time for Spielberg, the Austrian Grand Prix. We're only making two promises here. Finishing position of 15th or better for at least one car, and then the finishing position streak, which we have already achieved once last time, so we're going to continue that. But without further ado, let's jump into Spielberg, Austria, and let's see what we can do here. All right, we got Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin sitting at the top of the timing sheets for FP1. Valtteri Bottas and Balthazar at the bottom. I gave Balthazar the car for this practice session just to see what his pace is like, and it's not too bad compared to Bottas. And of course, we're running very worn engine components. Verstappen and Carlos Sainz taking grid penalties for new engine components, probably. And also, they had a crash last time, so I'm sure the gearbox got damaged pretty well. I think confidence is pretty high for both drivers. I say high, but it's 42% for Valtteri Bottas. I think it's sprint qualifying now, so let's take a look and see how we manage this one. Alright, so our first lap in Q1, we had a bit of cold tires for the most part of the lap. Well, it's a 105.3 for Zhou. Alright, we left it up to the AI to handle this one. Let's see. Does he improve? Okay, he is P19. Zhou Guanyu P19. Bottas, can he get a little faster to break into Q2? No, he does not. Q1 exit for both cars. P17 for Valtteri Bottas and Zhou in P19. Moving on to Q3 results, we see Sergio Perez in the lead with Verstappen and Sainz just behind him. But we got practice 2 now. We got some heavy rain, possibly for the sprint as well. So let's see how that plays out. Oh no. Session suspended. Cars return to pit lane. Why is that? Did someone crash?
Things are okay.
Oh, Max Verstappen having a hooner.
That's it.
Ooh, Spinalla.
Fair, though,
oh, it's Piastri and Max Verstappen. Interesting.
Like
All right, by the end of the session, P17, P18, slowest of the soft runners. We're very close to Nico Hülkenberg, so that is promising. Tire temps are on the colder side. I wonder if that's because of the car development or if it's because of the track. But it's promising that we have good tire temp regulation. You know what, screw it. For Zhou as well, we're going to go for the soft. Kind of push it to the limit here. Give an extra lap of fuel. And then driving options, we're going to push. Good, let's do that. Here we go then. 5 red lights for the sprint race around Spielberg, Österreich. Lights out, and away we go. So, overtake aggression, rarely defend. Overtake aggression, high, rarely defend. Let's see how well we perform here. On board with Valtteri Bottas, who gets the jump. Oh, Verstappen opting for the hards. That is very risky from the Red Bull team. Piastri as well, and Hülkenberg as well. Interesting. So I guess they're trying to save a medium tire set for the race itself. I'm gonna go aggressive here just so that we can have a bit of tires left at the end. Alright, Valtteri Bottas doing alright. Let's go neutral on the deployment here. This is getting very interesting indeed. We should get DRS soon. Oh, DRS enabled immediately. That's good. Here we go. Up into turn 2, 3. 2 and 3. Let's see if we can have a dive into the hairpin-like style turn of turn 3. No, we cannot. Alright, let's cool the tires a bit. Oh no! Did Zhou crash?
Oh, we've had a crash.
Uh-oh. Multiple cars involved. I think Zhou got involved.
So we've got De Vries.
Oh, he went on a move on the inside of De Vries. Oh.
Not just one car
Oh dear, oh dear.
that,
That's a
as you
lot
can
of
see.
debris
And they'll have to
from
pick
De
themselves up after that.
Vries. Car's okay. Tires are fine. Powertrain is fine. Aerodynamics is fine. Okay, car's fine. It's just that it took a little bit of a tumble with De Vries. Okay, P18 for Joe. That's okay. Alright, losing a position to Piastri. Not what we needed, but it'll do. We need to try and push. Alright, we got a move here on Piastri around the outside. Soft tires working well. Thank you very much. We're back in front. Gotta save a little fuel now. We've just hit level. Alright, finally some action. Piastri overtakes us. That's fine. We're trying to save the tires and see this out. It's not looking too great, but I think we can do just enough to maintain P17 or maybe even get P16 if we can get past Piastri. But right now I'm trying to stay within DRS. Oh, from defense to attack. Into turn 4 goes Valtteri Bottas. Side by side with Piastri. Around the outside. Can't get the move done here. Tires are just about to expire here. That's fine. We need to save some fuel like stat. Let's use this DRS to our advantage here. Try and save a bit of fuel in the next 2 corners. Ah! Losing out to Tsunoda. Come on. Come on, Bottas. Ah, I think it might be a P18, P19 situation. Tires just fell off a cliff here. Giving it everything now, just to see this out. Alright, screw it. We're risking it all. Oh, I might not finish, so be careful here. Yeah, tires are off a cliff now. Can't do much here. But P18, P19, we try to risk. It wasn't to be. Alright, well there we have it then. End of the sprint. Just about surviving on these tires. They're pretty much dead. P18 and then Joe coming in at P19. That's that. Waiting for the Grand Prix weekend then. Next one should be better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, not great. Carlos Sainz on a penalty and Verstappen on a penalty, so they might fall back. But Bottas lost a position to Piastri and Tsunoda. Tsunoda gaining 4 positions. Wow, that is quite astonishing from the Japanese driver. But let's head on into the Grand Prix. Soft, mediums on. Okay, let's do soft, medium, soft. Switch things up a little and then give ourselves some breathing room with the pit strategies. Let's see how that works out for us. Time for... Oh, there were sparks out of Perez's car. Is that an engine failure just as we get going? I don't know. Lights out and away we go. We go high aggression, rarely defend. High aggression and rarely defend. That's right on board here. See what happens. Starting on the softs. Bottas getting overtaken by his teammate Joe and De Vries. What happened to Bottas there? Okay, quite interesting. Joe on softs. Let's see what he can do. Let's go over to neutral now. We don't want to waste our battery too much. Joe is really fighting for his position in the team here. Once I started considering other options to replace Joe, Joe decided to show up and actually perform. Let's see if he can carry this out until the end of the race. Oh my god, we're dead last here. Goodness gracious. Oh, De Vries overtook, but then he gets overtaken by Zhou here in a good defensive move from the Chinese driver. Bottas is struggling. I don't know why. Surely it's got to be an issue with the car then, no? Surely it's got to be an issue with the car. How is he so slow all of a sudden? Okay, no overtake. That's fine. Let's see, he's not even close for DRS. Or he's close for DRS, but not even within a second here. Battle between Zhou and De Vries is getting spicy for sure. I need Bottas in here to get that DRS and to challenge for positions here. Zhou getting challenged by De Vries. Piastri and Tsunoda fighting ahead. But that's not bringing us any closer to the guys ahead. Absolute shambles here. We are losing time. Not quite sure what's going on with the car. It's just not competitive out here today. We're going to give it full beans. We're going to wait until the tire runs out. I've moved Bottas over to a medium strat. I think I might do the same with Zhou Guanyu here. It's a bit unfortunate why we have so little performance. I mean, I guess we are the worst car on the grid. Maybe other cars have better upgrades this time around. It could also be the powertrain issue because my powertrain is looking a little worn compared to others maybe. That's the only other reasoning I can think of, but this is quite depressing. We are going backwards here in Austria. Alright, we're gonna box Joe for an alternate strategy, which is going to be soft, hard, soft. It is a risk, but it is a risk I'm willing to take. Let's see what happens with Joe here as he comes into the pits. Pit window entered for Bottas as well, so this is a huge risk. I mean, at this point, I need to do a risk because we're so slow. I have no idea where this like slowness came from all of a sudden. But I'm hoping the upgrades, which will come for Silverstone, I hope, or maybe after Silverstone in Hungary, might help us out. I'm hoping at least. So 2.75, not bad for a very exhausted pit crew. Bottas pushing now. Okay, Joe, let's see what you can do. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Neutral. Tsunoda running wide in turn 9. Hülkenberg in the pits. What is he moving on to? Mediums. Okay, so Bottas as well. It's a little slow. 6-second pit stop. My gosh. Bottas and slow pit stops, man.
So Alfa Romeo's crew are out.
What happened? I mean, that's fine. Oh, it's a Jackman issue. The Jack issue. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. Oh no. Something happened, Joe. What happened to the car? There's been a crash. What happened here?
Right, let's have a look as we
Oh,
go
it's
into
lapped car Perez.
tries to get by.
Ooh, Perez had a spin
Oh, and the car
and
there.
smashes into our car.
Out of each other's way.
Hold on. But no damage to the car. So our car is built like a rock and is as slow as a rock. My golly. Alright, well, it is what it is. Alright, well, uninspiring right now. Going into the pits for his last pit stop, Valtteri Bottas. We got Joe continuing, and he will pit soon for mediums because the tire deck is insane all of a sudden. Okay, it's a slow stop again. Ay, 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 ay. Bottas with 2 very slow pit stops, man. Bottas embodies slow pit stops. Like, seriously. This guy is the king of slow pit stops.
It's Valtteri Bottas who's pitting.
What was it? Ah, it's a rear left. Rear left. Rear left issue. Alright, no issues for Joe, please. No issues for Joe this time. Coming in for mediums. Please tell me he gets a decent pit stop, unlike Bottas. Not bad. A little slow with the front left wheel gun. Ay, ay, ay. We are the embodiment of absolute clowns. Oh my god, this is still going. 12 seconds. Ay, ay, ay.
Shandong, talk us through this one.
So Joe pulled in okay there.
Ah, the front left, the front left. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Man, the Bottas curse has hit Joe now as well. Ah, it's pain. Alright, well, Sainz has won the Grand Prix. Perez in P2 with Leclerc P3 and then Verstappen P4. I think he has damage as well, that's why. But absolutely uninspiring this weekend. I might get fired after this one. My job is definitely on the line, like Günther Steiner. But yeah, that has been an absolute horrible pit stop experience. And absolute horror weekend all around. Ay, ay, ay. Very difficult race. Car wasn't built for this circuit, man. But it's an absolute shame. Struggled, absolutely struggled in this one. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. What the ending grid looks like this. Sainz, Perez, and Leclerc on the podium. Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, Gasly, Stroll, Russell, and Ocon in the points. Albon, Magnussen, Norris, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Vries, Tsunoda, Piastri, and our 2 drivers, Bottas and Joe at the back. Ay, ay, ay. It's getting spicy at the top for sure. 5-point difference between Verstappen and Leclerc. So Leclerc extends his gain a little further. Carlos Sainz overtaking Alonso, and we're down here in the loser group. Absolute horrible weekend. We need to figure something out. Nowhere near the top pit stop for sure. Our pit stop was like 10 seconds. 12 seconds for Joe. 2.7 for Joe in the first stop, which is not too bad, but it is absolutely horrible. 6 seconds and 4 seconds respectively for Bottas as well. Yeah, horrible. Just an overall horrible weekend. Just want to forget about it. 2.2 mil made though, so that's good. Let's invest it into the car. And let's see if I am fired.